Yes. Yeah.
But like the comparison, like with me and some of the other guys.
So that'd be something neat to see. The Higher Centers at
The Pirates playing in Williams.
Welcome back to the third period. This one's going to be interesting because I know before we've done Wacky Sports from all over the place. Just from crazy sports that you would never think of that are out there.
Was it Fireball soccer was a big one that people liked?
Yeah, then I still get questions. I actually had a buddy of mine question me on that one when I brought it up to him. He's like, "What? How does that even work?" And I explained. He's like, "No, I'm not doing it."
So this is funny. Going back to Fireball soccer. In the world of pro wrestling, there's an independent wrestler named Joey Janela, a.k.a. Jelly Nutella, for you listeners of the Jim Cornette Experience podcasts. This past week, he almost got 3-degree burns on his foot because he lit his foot on fire in a match to kick someone with.
Okay.
And because it was an independent show, there wasn't proper medical people on site, unlike Pennsylvania, where you have to have proper medical people on site for any pro wrestling event. They were trying to douse it with bottles of water, and it wasn't going out. So as soon as we talked about Fireball soccer, that popped right into my head.
Yeah, that's not a good idea. That is not a good idea, by far. What? Why? Why? But anywho. I think this is not just weird sports culture from around the world. This is just weird, unique sports from around the world that are kind of like, I don't even know how to describe it. Or other than what the title of the article says, wacky and unique. That you need to try one day. Some, no. Some, I think, would be fun as anything. Like the first one. How do you pronounce it? Bossaball?
It looks like it's pronounced Bossaball. So it looks like it's
every
a sport that originated in Spain.
Dream.
And it's basically volleyball and football and gymnastics into one sport. They're basically playing it. It's like trampoline volleyball, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. Trampoline volleyball, that's the best way to describe it. I mean, that's just one of the kids' dream right there of just jumping around. I mean, there's another one that we're going to discuss that, hell, every kid's done it. Even adults even do it just because they can. I'm
watching a clip right now of Bossaball, and it's a trampoline surrounded by like a big inflatable pad. And the people in the back are bouncing on the inflatable part. The people spiking are on the trampoline part. It looks freaking awesome. I got to be honest with you.
Just the picture I'm looking at right now looks like it'd be fun.
I mean, looking at it looks like the slam ball version of volleyball. This looks really cool. I have no complaints about looking at this.
No, not at all. Not at all. That would be fun to do.
And it's all like one. The only way to describe the playing field inflatable is it's one big inflatable.
Yeah.
There isn't like a separate net and post to hold the net. It's all one inflatable playing
field. It's like all one big piece from what it looks like. That'd be interesting. I'd give it a whirl. I'd give that one a try. For sure. Definitely for sure. Then we have Outhouse Racing.
I mean, why not? So according to the article, this takes place in Michigan. And it's a yearly thing.
I love looking at the picture. They have one of the outhouses called the Butt Hut.
Well, it's the Butt Hut too, actually. If you look closer,
yeah, Butt Hut too. But the fact that they have toilet paper in there as well. The fact they have toilet paper in there makes it even more hilarious. But it's basically somebody sits in with a helmet, it looks like, and two people just run it down a snow-covered lane.
How wasn't this in Out Cold?
Yes, I was actually just thinking that too. I'm kind of shocked that wasn't.
So it looks like these people build outhouses for the race, and they put them on skis. And then there's 2 to 1 people pushing it from behind, and 1 rider inside of it.
As ESPN reports, there must be 2 pushers, 2 pullers, and a rider per outhouse, which must also be equipped with a toilet seat and toilet paper dispenser. The outhouse is mounted on skis, and I could see this could definitely, hell, we could, if a good snowstorm here, we could do it. Can only imagine trying to stop.
You never want to stop midstream. I'm just saying.
Oh, that's bad.
It was there. I had to.
Yeah, it was there. It was definitely there.
Thank God they're not actual outhouses. Could you imagine someone mid-race? There's a brown streak going down the road.
A little trail going behind. You're melting the track.
Did you chew? Damn it.
Oh man. Anywho. Pretty much at that rate.
Sorry.
No, you're not.
This is what happens when you get me on very little sleep. I'm all over the page.
Yeah. Next one that we have that's interesting is cardboard tube dueling. Once again,
what's more surprising to you? That this is on the list, or that there's a cardboard tube fighting league?
I don't know. It's both kind of scary to me. Because as kids, what would you do with the tubes after from the Christmas wrapper? What would you do?
Beat each other with them.
Exactly.
You'd beat each other with them. You'd use them as a telescope, as a pirate, as an air horn.
And there's a league where you could use those for it. And the picture here.
Go ahead, David.
And the picture here, it has the guys dueling. One guy looks like he has cardboard as.
He looks like a dragon.
Yeah, I was gonna say a dragon on that one. And the other guy just looks like has a face painted on a box that he just put over his head with eyes cut out.
So I was able to find the official rules for the CTFL. That's what it's called. It's the Cardboard Tube Fighting League. I'm not going to continue to say that all the time. So the rules for the CTFL are: don't break your tube. In a duel, the last person with an unbroken tube is the winner. Attacking until the other the combatant is knocked out or dead. No stabbing. What is knocked out? You're not going to be killing someone with the tube, so there's got to be... I would assume there's an explanation on what knocked out and dead is per their guidelines.
Yeah, per their terms, yeah. They'd have to be on that.
Again, number 3 is no stabbing. Lunges involving tubes are not allowed under any circumstances and will exhibit... that behavior will be ejected from the event. That's interesting. You can't poke them. Do not attack the opponent's face. You won't want that cardboard cut. Once a tube is broken, fighting must cease. Only official CTFL tubes are allowed, and those tubes will be provided for you at events. They have official cardboard tubes, David.
That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous.
No blocking of opponents' tubes other than with your own tube. That sounds awful.
Yes, it does.
Tubes must always be held near the end. You can switch the ends you hold, but you can't hold it in the middle. So Donatello from the Ninja Turtles would be hosed. Shields are banned from the tournament. And finally, all participants must sign the ever-beloved waiver.
I'm curious now. What makes the official tube? Like they have an official tube that they use.
I don't know.
Like, is
I
it
don't
reinforced?
know. It sounds
Is
hilarious.
it, I'm curious on what that is. And
I mean, the fact that they have rules, man.
let's see here. Headquarters, LA, California. That's the headquarters.
I mean, I'm pulling up a video right now, and it just looks like regular tubes.
San Francisco, Seattle, and Sydney, Australia. TubeDuel.com.
It wasn't loading on my. I don't know if it's still an updated website or not, based on how long it took to attempt to load. I gotta say, these people
Google.
go all out. They make tube armor, a cardboard armor, and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, I'm on the Wikipedia page for it.
You never want a limp tube, though.
Nope, you never want that. Never want that.
Oh man, I don't even know what to think. This is crazy.
Regulation tubes are generally 1.5 inches in diameter, 36 inches in length, 0.045 millimeter thick.
Did you know, speaking of weird fight leagues, did you know that there was a pillow fight league at one time?
Why does that not surprise me after just seeing this?
And it was in Canada.
Again, why does this not surprise me?
And this isn't like the initial thought. I think with most people hearing this, they're going to think it's sexy girls just, playfully hitting each other with pillows. No, I watched video. This is like guys and women beating the hell out of each other with pillows. Like, it looks like satchels tied off on the ends, and they're just beating the hell out of each other with pillows.
Official pillows for pillow fighting.
It looks so violent. It's hilarious. Yeah.
Now, segueing into fighting. As a kid, you always loved snowball fights. Always loved them. Well, over in Japan, how's it pronounced again? Yukigassen? Yukigassen?
Yukigassen, yeah.
Yukigassen. It's basically organized snowball fights. They have barriers, they have helmets, they have safety gear, they have everything you would need to basically have a snowball fight with safely, I guess. And
the World Championships are held in Japan, where the sport originated.
You don't want to try to say that name?
I think I could do it, but I'm not going to. In Canada, Russia, and Norway as well.
Among others there. But, yeah, they have... The battle takes place between two teams of 7 competitors equipped with safety gear. That's...
Hokkaido.
Is that what it is?
Hokkaido, Japan, yes. I like this because it's just cold weather paintball, really. I mean, if you really sit down and think about it, it's paintball rules, but with snowballs. They're wearing basically, other than the winter clothing, they're basically wearing the same thing that we would wear playing paintball. They have face protectors, helmets, and a chest protector. They're just throwing snowballs instead of hitting each other with balls of paint.
Yeah. And looking at the gameplay, players are eliminated by getting hit with a snowball. Players wear helmets, face shields, and a set number of snowballs are made in advance of 90.
Oh, so then you have to be strategic with your throwing. You can't just be like whipping them like Nolan Ryan at someone one after another. You have to go in with a game plan. So there's strategy involved in this. It's not just chaos.
Which I think that's pretty cool to do. Like you actually have to think of how, strategically how to throw, where, not just start whipping around.
I bet you that gets your adrenaline going hard though too.
Oh, I bet. Because
Out of all of them, I think this one probably gets you fired up the most.
It's winter dodgeball. Because basically you're just trying to dodge the snowballs coming at you.
Oh man, hold on. I'm sending you this.
Oh no.
This is way more intense than I think we thought it was. Because they're like, ooh, you gotta watch this. It's only 2 minutes and I'm skipping through it, but it looks intense. They're like swarming people and hitting, and like 5 of them are hitting one person with a snowball. This is crazy.
I'm just waiting for my video to load.
No worries.
Stupid commercials.
This is insane. I can't believe this for organized snowball battles. Wow, these people are intense. Holy crap.
This is just like speedball. Like, the way you run in and...
Yeah, that dude like just full on slid behind a barrier.
Yeah.
Wow. I can't believe how intense this is.
Oh.
Everyone listening, you need to check out Yukigassen on YouTube. This is insane.
Oh, the video just the one I just saw looked like he had a snowball just square to the face.
Yeah,
from maybe inches away, not just thrown across the field and I just got hit in the face. You're like not even a
full
foot.
Wind up getting pegged in the face from like 2 feet away.
Oh, and the fact how did they? Okay, to determine, I guess, the sides or something, they did a rock, paper, scissors or something?
Yep, they do rock, paper, scissors to determine.
I mean, this is intense. Holy crap.
This is the antithesis of a wacky sport. This looks like war with snowballs.
I do like how they make them, though. They just start pounding it away to make the perfect size snowball.
Which means those are packed tight.
Yes. Those will hurt. And the fact that like all the padding you have is a helmet and a shield. And it's cold.
A face shield, for the record, not a shield like you're going into Battle Shield.
No, this is like a face shield. That's it. Just like a plastic face shield. Wow, that... Yeah, that's intense. That is intense. Just watching that, I kind of want to watch more of it.
Yeah, I might have to do that after I edit this tonight, if I'm still lucid.
If you're still awake.
Yep.
I mean, there's other sports on this page, but those were the ones that we found that were interesting and fun.
I don't know about that last one anymore. Reading it, I'm like, oh, this is just going to be like a walk in the park. That's freaking brutal.
Yeah, I wonder how much you walk away black and blue. There's one, the temperatures. It's already cold, and you know how when you get even you bump into something in the cold, it kind of stings you. Imagine 2 feet away, and you're getting a perfectly solid rock snowball hurled at your face.
Yeah, that face shield isn't going to do much to protect you in that case.
No, especially when you're 2 feet away and you're getting pelted. And the thing is, though, it's not just one snowball. It could be 2 or 3 coming at you from that distance.
Because those people were swarming.
Well, not just swarming. You saw people like from other sides of the barrier.
Yeah.
And it's just, as soon as you stand up, you throw, and it's like, oh, crap, there you are, and you just get walloped. Oh, that's insane. Yeah, that's going to be something I'm going to have to watch now. Thanks. Oh, wow. I'm sorry, that is intense. What did I just hit?
You sent a random emoji.
Did I? I'm
Yeah.
trying to. Here I am trying to type something, and I am clicking other things. So if you see it on the YouTube video, that's what you get. I'm not sure what I hit. I'm not sure if it shows up on the video or not. So we'll figure
I
that
don't
out.
think it will, but it is what it is.
Yeah, whatever. It's fun. It's funny. So on that note, that's the third period. Snowball battle.
Well, it's the end of May and it's going to be 80 degrees tomorrow. I don't think that's happening. So,
Oh, well, we can make them. Just throw, just got a whole bunch of ice made and then just pack it. It's basically what you're doing there.
but with that, geez, I bet you those people have like PTSD from these snowball battles. That's crazy.
I can imagine.
As I mentioned in the beginning of this episode, you can find me every month on the Philly Baseball Together podcast with my co-host Tori Pinto. Join us every month as we discuss the goings on with the Phils, and you can find us pretty much wherever you get your podcast, and that is under the umbrella of the Baseball Together Podcast Network. The A Show is hosted by our friend Matt and Chris. You can find that wherever you get your podcasts and on CKCC Radio. Every week, the two of them, and with a guest, draft and book the best wrestling show within the parameters given for each show. It's typically a different promotion in a different year every episode. So it could be WWE 1988, or it could be WCW 2000, ECW 2001, whatever. But you can find that wherever you get your podcast and CKCC Radio. Speaking of wrestling podcasts, you will hear me on a future episode of Broken Kayfabe, hosted by Frankie and Ariel. It is basically the after show or I said Breaking Kayfabe. It's Broken Kayfabe. Sorry, I'm out of it tonight. So Broken Kayfabe is hosted by Frankie and Ariel. It is the after show for Breaking Kayfabe with Bowdrin and Barry. I was on Monday, recorded about 10, 15 minutes with Frankie, just kind of talking about our shows, the None Other Sports podcast, the Philly Baseball Together podcast, and my other show, the Punk Popcast. And then I'll be on eventually in the future for a 2-hour interview where we talk about food and wrestling and music and podcasting. It's a pretty easygoing show, but you'll catch me on there, and you can find Broken Kayfabe wherever you get your podcasts. Next episode, I guess let's give that teaser a while. Brad and Brig from Baseball Together will be joining us for a anything goes kind of episode. So it's going to be minimal editing, foul language, lots of laughter. It's going to be
interesting. It's going to be interesting. Let's put it that way. It always is.
It's always a fun time with those two guys.
Fun is putting it lightly.
You'll be able to
an awesome
catch that
time
in 2 weeks. With that, thank you for joining us for episode 46 of the Non Other Sports Podcast. If you go into the description for the episode, you can find our link tree. Our link tree will take you to our Facebook page, our Twitter, our TikTok, and our Instagram. It'll take you to our YouTube channel where you can watch the episodes in pieces. Typically, David posts them as a period segment. So you'll see this week's episode, you'll get the first period of the NFL removing the Pro Bowl and so on. Wherever you find us, whether it's on Anchor.fm, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, Podcast Addict, and even YouTube, please subscribe, please rate, please review. Let us know what you think of the show when you watch or listen to us. We appreciate that feedback, and it's what makes our show better. With that, I'm Jason.
I'm David.
And we'll talk with you next time.
Have a good one.